Hi, my name is Anthony. I'm 55, I'm a salesman, and I live in London. I'm really grateful to be joining you today in these rather strange times to talk about my type 2 diabetes. Now, I was diagnosed with this about 10 years now. When I first was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, it all came as a bit of a shock, to me and my family. It was really a frightening experience to learn about all of these things, these lifestyle changes that I have to cope with. As you can imagine, it can be really overwhelming. So the first thing I did as part of my routine, I took a sugar reducing pill. Now this was prescribed to me by my GP, and he also asked me to look at my exercise and to look at my diet. Now, my GP, this is all the things that I remember, which I was told at the time. Now my GP, he was monitoring, he was checking my, my sugar levels. And what he found out is that they were starting to climb up. Now, as soon as this happened, he prescribed me onto another sugar reducing pill. And he also referred me onto an endocrinologist. Now, the endocrinologist and the GP, they kind of were checking and they were tracking my sugar levels. And they noticed that with this second pill, that it did the trick. My sugar levels, were controlled. Thanks to the advice that was given by my GP as well. I was exercising, I was looking after my diet, I started to live like a normal life. Now, one day I was actually briskly walking. And I noticed that the more I walked, fatigue started to set in. And then when I got home, I noticed that my legs were feeling strained and that began to ache. Then one afternoon, I was out in the garden playing with my granddaughter Emily. And I felt I felt faint all of a sudden. And I collapsed right in front of my wife. Now, this was all scary for us. And so when I went to the hospital, they ran a few tests and they said I was suffering from heart failure. But the thing is, because I had type 2 diabetes, I was prone to having heart failure. This was news to me. My GP, he prescribed me on some heart failure drugs, 2 of them that I had to take daily, alongside my sugar reducing pills. And he also referred me on to a cardiologist who I've since seen, but I have to see annually. So what does this all mean? More doctors, more medication, paying, more attention to my diet. And my GP, I've seen him since, he said to me, you've got heart disease, you've got type 2 diabetes. We need to keep an eye on your kidneys. Now all of this, I'm starting to worry a lot now. So when I got home, I Googled diabetes and chronic kidney disease. And what I found, it started to worry me, because what I read is that if you have heart failure and if you have type 2 diabetes, then, I'm prone to having chronic kidney disease. Since then I spoke to my GP and he said to me, don't worry yourself. What I need to do is drink water, so I'm staying hydrated, and follow my diet a lot more carefully. And I'm thinking to myself, really? But then at the same time, I know that I've got a neighbour, and I know that his life has been hugely impacted by chronic kidney disease, which he's had for a few years now. And it has changed his life on a day-to-day basis. We even start helping out with his shopping, because he goes to the hospital 3 times a week for dialysis, kidney dialysis. And it drains him. So, I'm just wondering, am I doing enough? Since I was diagnosed, my lifestyle changes is keeping my sugar levels down, my exercise, my diet, they're maintaining, the sugar levels as well. And I didn't even consider, at the time I had heart and disease and, type 2 diabetes. And I wish I'd done something sooner, had I known about it. So in a nutshell, I've been given the same advice, or similar advice, and what I don't know is, could I or should I be doing anything that will help me prevent any life-threatening conditions or anything worse now? So I'm asking for a second opinion, and that really is to ask if the pills and the lifestyle changes that I've made, are they enough? And also, if I need to ask my GP to change anything so that my future with my family and myself is better.